You already know what needs to be done. Wake up earlier, train, build something that matters, focus deeply. And yet, every time you sit down to do it, something happens. Or more accurately, nothing happens. You stall, you scroll, you say I'll do it later, and later becomes never. Laziness isn't a personality trait, it's a pattern. And today, we're going to break that pattern with 7 proven ways to destroy laziness and take control of your time, your mind, and your mission. Welcome to the Sovereign Doctrine, the stronghold of men who forge their own destiny. Let's get to work. Let's begin with the foundation most people ignore: sleep. Most laziness doesn't start in the morning. It starts the night before. Staying up past midnight, staring at a glowing screen, numbing your brain with content you won't remember. Then waking up groggy, frustrated, already behind. You cannot fix laziness without fixing your sleep. Get ruthless. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Go to sleep and wake up at the same time every day, even weekends. No snooze button, no negotiation. Discipline starts the night before. And once you're awake, don't let the day start in reaction. One of the biggest mistakes lazy people make is relying on feelings to guide action. I'll do it when I'm ready, but you won't. So stop thinking and start scheduling. Plan your day the night before, down to the hour. Block time, training, deep work, rest, food, even fun. And when it's time to act, you don't ask yourself how you feel. You execute like a soldier following orders. Because freedom comes from structure, not guesswork. Now that you're moving through the day with intention, you need to get literal. Move your body. Laziness doesn't live in motion. It lives in inertia. The more you sit, the harder it is to start. And the longer you wait, the more the resistance grows. You don't need to train like an athlete. You need to move daily. Walk, do push-ups, stretch, go outside. Build a body that's used to effort, not comfort. Your nervous system learns from repetition. If you teach it to stay still, it will beg for rest. If you teach it to move, it will beg for challenge. But you can't out-train a broken brain. And most of what we call laziness is actually just dopamine addiction. Too much stimulation, not enough clarity. If your brain is constantly fed with TikTok, junk food, and short-term pleasure, of course it rejects deep work. It's not lazy, it's overloaded. That's why you have to cut the dopamine feed. Start your day with silence, not scrolling. Delay gratification. No sugar, no porn, no screens until you've earned it. You rewire your motivation by changing what your brain gets rewarded by. Trade the cheap hits for real wins. Still, even when you control your environment, overwhelm can creep in. That's why I want you to stop chasing 10 goals at once and pick just one. One daily standard. Something so simple you can do it even on your worst day. And never skip it. 10 push-ups, 1 cold shower, 1 page read, 1 task started. You're not doing this to become excellent overnight. You're doing this to build trust with yourself. One small action, done daily, proves that you show up. And once you start showing up, everything else becomes easier. Now, here's where most men fall. They start negotiating with themselves. Maybe later. I don't feel like it today. I deserve a break. Stop. Kill the internal dialogue. If you said you'd do it, do it. Your word has to mean something to you, or it won't mean anything to anyone else. You're building discipline not to impress people, but to protect your own integrity. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you become stronger. Every time you break it, you fracture your spine. Finally, and most importantly, shift the entire frame. Stop asking how to stop being lazy. Start asking, who am I becoming? Because this isn't about finishing a task. It's about becoming a man who doesn't allow laziness in his life. Tie your actions to your identity. When it's hard to start, ask yourself, what would a disciplined man do right now? Then do that. Don't act based on feeling. Act based on who you are or who you refuse to become. Every time you choose action over comfort, you cast a vote for the man you're building. These aren't hacks, they're habits. Sleep like a warrior, schedule like a general, move every day, cut the dopamine feed, keep one promise, stop negotiating, and live from your identity. Because you don't beat laziness by thinking about it. You beat it by replacing it with standards, with movement, with action. Subscribe to the Sovereign Doctrine and build the kind of life that soft men never will. Not because it's easy, but because it's yours to forge.